How do we make sure that your legs are the same length after surgery? You'd think it'd be pretty straightforward, but actually it's sometimes quite a challenge. Patients hate having legs that aren't the same length. It can cause back and leg pain, and you might have to have a shoe raise. It's one of the commonest causes of litigation after hip surgery. So as you can imagine, surgeons like me take great care to avoid it. Lengthening the leg is the worst thing you can do because it makes the muscles tight and can cause back problems. Shortening it risks making the new hip unstable, which increases the risk of dislocation. If Goldilocks were a hip surgeon, she'd want the one that was just right. There was an editorial in the current issue of the Bone and Joint Journal this month that looked at the risk factors and how new technology can help surgeons to get it right every time. There's good evidence to show that surgeons who do a lot of hips have better outcomes compared to those who don't do them very often. Surgery is a craft, and the more you think about it and do it, the better you tend to get. If I spent as much time practicing the piano as I do performing my job, I'll be a much better pianist. So how do we avoid making legs too long or too short after hip surgery? Well, it starts well before you're wheeled into theatre. First of all, I examine you in clinic very carefully. One of your legs might already be short because of the arthritis, or you might have had previous surgery, such as a knee replacement. A curved back can cause the pelvis to tilt. I look at the radiograph to see if there are any problems that might increase the risk of introducing a leg length difference. If things are a bit complicated, I recommend that you have further investigations to make a very detailed preoperative plan. I examine you before you go into theatre and again once you're positioned on the operating table. During the operation, we use trial implants to make sure that the hip is stable and that the leg lengths haven't changed significantly. Most people aren't aware of a difference of up to 1 centimetre, but I always aim for perfection. Here's a short video of a couple of techniques that I use to help tailor the operation to you.
For more than 100 years, joint replacement surgery has been used to treat patients with chronic hip pain. Meet Mako, a robotic arm-assisted technology used by surgeons to perform total hip replacements. This unique technology helps surgeons provide a personalized surgical experience where each surgical plan is based on a patient-specific diagnosis and anatomy. Here's how it works. It begins with a CAT scan or CT scan of the hip joint. A CT scan is a series of X-rays taken at different angles that can help surgeons see things that they can't typically see with an X-ray alone. The CT scan data is used to generate a 3D virtual model of the patient's unique anatomy. This virtual model is loaded into the Mako system software and is used to create a personalized preoperative plan. Prior to surgery, the surgeon reviews the plan size and placement of the implant. If necessary, the surgeon modifies the preoperative plan to help control important measures of hip stability. During surgery, the surgeon locates points on the hip in order to register the anatomy in the Mako system. This process establishes the relationship between the patient's actual anatomy in the operating room and the 3D model that was used during the planning process. This step helps ensure the procedure is executed to plan. Once the anatomy is registered to the 3D model, the surgeon has the flexibility to modify the preoperative plan based on their assessment of the patient's anatomy. Then, the surgeon guides the robotic arm to remove the arthritic bone and cartilage from the hip. A virtual boundary provides tactile resistance to prevent the surgeon from removing more than just the arthritic bone identified in the preoperative plan. And visual cues, shown in green, appear on screen to show how much bone to remove. Mako assists the surgeon in performing controlled and accurate preparation of the hip socket. As the surgeon prepares to place the implant into its final position, the robotic arm guides the cup at the desired angle defined in the surgical plan. With the diseased bone gone, a total hip implant is inserted in the joint space. And that's how Mako Total Hip is transforming joint replacement.
Everyone moves differently, and a total hip replacement should be optimized to account for this. Current research suggests that the hip joint moves very differently from person to person. These hip movements directly affect the way your implants perform after your operation. An Australian innovation now enables your hip replacement to be optimized. This is a unique process using medical imaging to capture the way in which your hip moves during everyday activities. This consists of 4 X-rays, one facing sideways, one facing forwards, one sitting down and bending forward, and one stepping up. These will be followed by a CT scan. This information is then analysed by a highly skilled biomedical engineering team using specialised software. This high-tech simulation provides information to establish your personalised implant position. Your surgeon then receives accurate information in a detailed report, as well as a 3D printed customised guide. With this guide and the use of a laser-targeted system, the surgeon is able to achieve your personalised implant position during your operation. A best fit requires personalised attention. Using proven implant technology in conjunction with personalised surgical planning, you can now have your hip replacement optimised for the way that you move.
I hope that you found this interesting and helpful. It's wonderful to see this new technology being used to improve the outcome of the best operation in the history of surgery. If you'd like to know more, then please get in touch. Thank you for watching.